Welcome to Living in Grand Rapids, the podcast. I am Josh May, and I'm so excited to be here. I've got Susan Pasteur with the Power of Education. We're going to talk about Shop GR, one of my favorite events. I've got Jenn Fillenworth, Chef Jenn, and she's got an amazing list of accolades that I want to run through. You just were on the Food Network. You were winner of the Supermarket Stakeout. You've been 30 under 30 for Grand Rapids. You're the executive chef at Root Farmacy and an instructor at Grand Rapids Community College. Can you believe I just remembered all that?
Yes, so good.
That is
good job, Josh.
I'm pretty impressed. So let's start with you, Chef Jenn. So let's tell the viewers a little bit about your story, your history, what excites you, and let's get everybody excited for the event.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started off in the culinary industry at a young age. Like a lot of us chefs, I was about 15. I started washing dishes, worked my way through the lines, started managing kitchens. And kind of through that, I was like, how do I build this into, a big career? I always had an interest in science and nutrition. So I went to Michigan State and got my degree in dietetics, became a registered dietitian, worked in the clinical system for about 5-6 years, and then really missed the kitchen. I had to be there. So I ended up going back to culinary school at GRCC and getting my personal chef degree. So I wanted to combine both, food as medicine, culinary arts, kind of wrap them in one and say, how can I help people that have chronic medical conditions that need certain diets, that don't have time to prepare, that, don't want to spend the time learning all of that. And they just want somebody to help them through that. So kind of through all of this, Root Farmacy was born, and that's, we're treating a lot of people that have gluten intolerances, dairy intolerances, hormone imbalances. So kind of come full circle and wrapped all that education into this dream career.
No, it's amazing. And I've heard incredible things about you, and you're doing incredible things in the community. So that's awesome. And you provide a little bit of a different spark for this year's event, right, Susan?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
we're excited.
Jenn's a competitor, obviously, and she's one of the things when we met that is so attractive about the way that you cook is how mindful you are about health.
Yes.
And I'm looking at Katie Arnold, who's just a lot of the things that you said, the intolerances of food, and she lives that, right, Katie? And so to have you cooking for people and making them have a healthier lifestyle and still making it just amazing. Your food is beautiful. You're winning challenges. But yeah, it's not just mom's casserole recipe.
Yeah.
It's like you're very intentional.
Right. It's a different perspective because being, going through culinary school, you're taught kind of classic French cuisine. So it's very rich. There's a lot of heavy cream, there's a lot of butter, a lot of salt. So it's like, how do we still get all those great flavors and do it in a healthier way? So it's been interesting to kind of dabble in both sides of it, that classic French training and kind of my way of like, this is how we're going to lighten it up a little bit. We're going to use more fresh herbs, more citrus, things like that. So yeah, it's been interesting trying to navigate, how do we make healthy food taste good? Because I think that's the biggest thing is people are like, it's just a salad, or it's just like a boiled chicken breast next to broccoli. And it's like, no, that's not how food is. It can be exciting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You got a great story. You got a young start. You're not just getting started, because I feel like you've been doing this for a while, right?
Too young to be feeling old.
So that's awesome. So we're excited to have you. And Susan, let's let everybody know more about the event, the details, and let's get into it.
So, and I feel like I'm saying this to Chef Jenn too, because she is this is a first-time competitor, and hopefully when you come in, you feel welcome, two, feel that we've really prepared a very quality kitchen as best we can on a stage at 20 Monroe. So October 7 at 20 Monroe, we have 3 or 4 kitchens set up. Chef Jenn, Chef Oscar Moreno from Mexo, Chef Luke Verhulst from Reserve, and Chef Tremel Hawkins from Canopy will all be on stage doing their thing, entertaining us, sweating, and making amazing food. But as the listeners, when you come in, as I said before, I'm like, we want the place to sizzle. There's great music, there's great food, there's great energy, there's an auction, and we're doing it all for the Power of Education Foundation, our K-9 school in Haiti. Haiti has been hit by political unrest, earthquake, COVID, in addition to just beginning with a difficult space. So there is so much need, and we're getting that resources directly to the families that we know on the ground. So thank you for helping us do that. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. And I gotta give the listeners just let's all visualize this for a minute, right? So this is my favorite part of the event. This is my favorite part of the event.
The VIP room.
Well, the VIP is one of them.
You like nice things, let's be honest.
As a longtime attendee, supporter, the switch to 20 Monroe Live, GLC, is it GLC Arena?
GLC at 20 Monroe.
GLC at 20 Monroe Live. The switch, like when I walked through that door 2 years ago, you walk into like an incredible studio-like presentation event. You feel like you're on a TV show. I mean, the chefs are on stage. The judges are elevated. You've got VIP tables. You've got incredible food. So, the show is going to be amazing, but I also want people to understand like just the event itself gets me excited every time because I love that stuff.
Thank you. You've been a long time supporter, even before Chopped. Thank you for caring about the kids and supporting and sponsoring. It's fun. It's fun. It is a mix, mingle, high energy event. I'm just gonna throw this in because there's some people, is where I hate to talk about, COVID, but it's a 3,000 person venue and we have 400 people there. We have the entire upper bowl that is open for seating. So anyone may take your food, you may sit in the upper bowl, you may watch the show from there, come down for refills or whatnot. So there is a really great space in lots of ways. So we're excited about the opportunity that venue brings.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm super excited.
I
So,
do too.
and just another note, October 7th is my daughter's birthday, 11th birthday. So I'm gonna bring her and a couple of her friends to the event. And they're just going to kind of hang out where they want, enjoy some food, enjoy the show. So that side note, I'm excited about that.
Yeah. We'll give a shout out to Adeline.
Nice.
Maybe whip up a birthday cake in one of the
rooms.
Yeah, why not?
She'll be one of the judges' seats. We'll give her a shot at that. But anyway, so this is not your first competition.
No, it's not.
not even close. But let's talk about some of your thoughts and expectations for the events. Let's dig deep here. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's going to be different for me because obviously on Food Network, I didn't know any of my competitors. Here, I know everyone. Okay. So it's almost more pressure because I followed everybody's career. I dined in their restaurants. I know what they're capable of. So I would say I'm more nervous for this.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit more intimidating.
I think you're going to do amazing. And once you get up there, I figure all the nerves kind of go away, right?
You just zone in.
It's like in any competitive sport or just anything. It's like you get the butterflies, and then when the music starts, it's just go time.
Right. And on Food Network, I had to bargain groceries off people too. So at least I don't have to go into the crowd and try to find things to cook with. So it's pretty easy in that sense. Yeah, that I know of.
Okay, so I promise you won't be giving away any secrets here. Yeah. Okay. Promise you won't be giving away any secrets. Jen, tell us a little bit about what you think you might do a little bit different. What's your flavor? What's your vibe compared to all these other chefs? What gives you the edge? Yeah, so I would say I tend to cook very simplistic, but try to execute at the highest level possible. So I'm not doing things that are super complex. I'm very good at staying within what I know and what I can pull off with still taking somewhat of a risk, but not being I'm going to make a risotto in 20 minutes. That's not going to happen. I know I'm not going to execute that to my fullest abilities. So just staying within my wheelhouse, got some tricks in my back pocket that I might pull off. I mean, I made a cake in a parking lot from scratch. Nice. So nice. There's stuff in there. I mean, I gotta feel like in an event like this, an environment like this, maybe it's just me. You probably don't want to take too many crazy risks because you don't want to just enough. Yeah. Just enough. So that's where you're going to be at is for that. Sure. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, at Root Farmacy, we're used to doing super, super high volume, and we have to execute 300 meals within
5 hours plus cooling plus packaging. So it's like we can get it done.
Okay.
And the nice thing about a restaurant is you're planned well in advance. You have prep a couple days ahead of time, you're marinating overnight, all these different things. It's like we don't always have that luxury. So I think that might be my one up. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
We work fast.
She's coming to compete.
She's ready.
If you're just listening, you really should see the sparkle in Jen's eye.
I'm excited.
She's
I
got it, yeah.
gotta take out the boys.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
I can tell we got a competitor here. So,
Yes.
all right, Susan. So let's close this down. Let's get everybody excited. Let's get West Michigan excited. We want to see a lot of people there. We want the energy, and it's an event that should not be hidden. It never is. So let's talk about it. Close it down.
All right. Join us October 7, GLC at 20 Monroe. Great chefs, fabulous high energy environment, all to support the Power of Education Foundation, our kids in Haiti. We hope that you'll be there or support. It's going to be a great time, not only just for a great cause, but also giving our local chefs some love, some applause. It's been a tough run for them, and their support is just, I'm so appreciative. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. Susan, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for
Jen,
having
Chef
me.
Jen, thank you so much for
Yeah.
being here. And to everybody that's listening, once you guys get done doing your research on Root Farmacy, subscribing to their meal plans, and after that, buying your tickets for Chop GR, we want you to get back to living in Grand Rapids. Have a great day. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to Living in Grand Rapids, the podcast. Please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast and share with your friends. You can find us on Instagram at MayGroupGR or online at marketgrandrapids.com.